Hey guys, today we're going to do the unboxing and overview of the Helm Audio Bolt DAC and amp. So this is a portable USB-C DAC, and it's by a audio company called Helm Audio, which is a relatively recent company that started up back in 2017, so it's only a few years old. But what they focus on, I guess, is releasing more affordable audiophile grade products for people. And really, I think they're trying to compete with some of the Chinese hi-fi manufacturers like FiO and Shanling and Hiditz and Hibi. But they're not a Chinese company. They're a Western company created by American and British audio engineers, actually. So it's interesting to see a Western company that's trying to compete on value, basically, against the Chinese manufacturers. Pretty much, Chinese manufacturers dominate the audiophile industry when it comes to value, right? Anyways, I actually got this USB-C DAC a few years ago. I think maybe like 2 years ago. I actually tried this out, but I actually upgraded to the Shanling UA2. Shanling is one of those Chinese hi-fi manufacturers that competes with Helm Audio. Honestly, I don't think Helm Audio can really beat Chinese hi-fi compared to the actual cost. You know, the value of Chinese hi-fi is just ridiculous. So no, they're not going to be able to beat FiO or Shanling. So I upgraded to the Shanling UA2, and I did a video on the Shanling UA2, and in it I basically compared the UA2 to a bunch of other DACs. The Helm Audio Bolt was in it, and basically my conclusion was the Bolt is it's a fair value. It's not great value. It's not the worst value either. It's a fair value for what you get. And then in the end, I chose the UA2 because the UA2 was just better value than the Bolt. So you might be asking, why did I get the Bolt again? So this is the UA2. This is my current USB-C dongle. And like I said, it technically outperforms the Bolt, and it costs actually less than the Bolt. This costs $100 US MSRP. The UA2 costs $80 MSRP. And yeah, it just technically outperforms the Bolt. But fortunately, my UA2 doesn't seem to be working anymore. Well, at least it doesn't work with all my devices. So there's one device that I want to use it with, which is my one of my smartphones actually, that I want to use to play video and music, but it doesn't work very well with the UA2. So that's why I got the Bolt, basically. You might be asking, you know, why why not just get a better USB-C DAC? So many USB-C DACs out there. Well, the Bolt was actually what was available. I had to find something that was available, could be shipped fast, because I'm going on a trip soon. So yeah, the Bolt was basically the best option that was available. Now I'll actually put up a list. This is an updated list of the different USB-C DACs that I was able to find, and it's updated since I last did a video on the Shanling UA2. Basically, I'm trying to find all the USB-C DACs around the $100 range right here. So as you can see, the Helm Audio Bolt, exactly at $100. It's not the best value on this list, and it's not the worst value either. I think in terms of the value, the FiO K3 is actually really good. The UA2 Plus is also there, but actually, technically, the FiO K3 outperforms the UA2 Plus, it seems. I think the Hibi FC4 is also really good too. So out of this list, I think the best value is the FiO K3 and the Hibi FC4 when it comes to the technical performance. And the worst value is easily the AudioQuest Dragonfly Cobalt, which again I awarded the worst performing, or the worst value, I should say, not the worst performing. It's decent performer, but it's just really bad value because you're paying $350 US for something that performs about as well as the FiO K3, which is only $90. So yeah, overall, looking on this list, the Helm Audio Bolt is, just as it was in the previous video, kind of in between. It's in the middle here in terms of value. It's not the best value on this list, it's not the worst value on this list. Something that's kind of surprising though is the Aston Current HC2. It's their USB-C DAC dongle. It's not that overpriced. It's $150, and the amount of output power is insane. Actually, I think it has the most output power out of all these DACs. Of course, I'm assuming that's unbalanced 4.4 output, but still, I mean, it's actually pretty impressive that Aston Current managed to make a product that's actually not overpriced for once. Usually, Aston Current makes overpriced stuff, but yeah, in this comparison, actually, it actually has pretty decent value. Yeah, I mean, if you just want the most powerful USB-C DAC on this list, just in terms of driving a headphone, then yeah, the acetyl and current is actually the way to go. I mean, it has the most output power out of all these. It's not even the most expensive either. So yeah, the AudioQuest Dragonfly Cobalt, just please avoid that one. You're just paying for the name, basically. It's just easily the worst value out of all the USB-C portable DACs. Yeah, $350 US for something that's going to give you as good a performance as the FiO K3, which is less than 1/3 of the price. So yeah, just avoid that one. The other kind of expensive ones are the Cayenne RU6, and that's because it's using a different DAC chip. It's using an R2R DAC, which is different than all the other DACs on this list. So that one's a little bit kind of special. I'm not gonna say that one's bad value because it uses a special DAC chip, so it can price itself differently. The THX Onyx is interesting. Technically, it does use actually the same DAC chip as the Helm Audio Bolt, but seems to give a little bit more output power, and plus it has a THX AAA technology inside of it, which the Helm Audio Bolt does not. So I guess for $200 you're paying double the price for the Helm Audio Bolt. I would still say the Helm Audio Bolt's a better value than the THX Onyx, but you know, the THX Onyx has a little bit more power, has a AAA THX amplifier like kind of technology in it, which I guess some people might like because it reduces the noise, and it is a legit technology. Like I reviewed the Drop THX AAA 789 headphone amplifier, and that's easily, I think, the least distortion I've ever tried out of any headphone amplifier. So the AAA technology is legit. It's not a gimmick or anything. It's not like a marketing thing. It definitely does its job. So if you really want something with the least distortion, I think the THX Onyx is fine. But I think the Helm Audio Bolt at half the price will roughly give you the same or similar performance to the THX Onyx. And then the Helm Audio Bolt, of course, is outperformed itself by the FiO K3 and the Hibi FC4, which I think are the best value options on this list. So yeah, if you guys want an updated list on the best value DACs, here it is. All right, so yeah, back to the Helm Audio Bolt. Like I said, this is the option that I could get soon because I'm going on a trip soon, so I needed something fast. And you know, from Amazon Canada, this is the best option I could get for the price, and also is on sale. I got this for $75 US, so for that price, I think it's not so bad of a value anymore. So yeah, the Helm Audio Bolt DAC and amp, it's a MQA certified USB DAC. Actually, there is only a few options on that list which was MQA certified. I don't really care anyways because I don't really listen to MQAs, but it's something to consider. That the fact that you can get this often on discount for $75 actually might make it a pretty good value if you're into MQA, because this would be actually the cheapest dongle on that list, which is MQA, supported, or certified, I should say, MQA certified. Yeah, so you can find this on sale for $75, which I did. Then it's actually the cheapest dongle on that list, which is MQA certified, which actually makes it a pretty good value. Okay, so let's look at what it says here. It says the ultimate portable high-res DAC delivering no compromise MQA, cutting-edge audiophile digital analog conversion, smallest, most convenient. Yeah, actually the size is kind of an advantage too. The size of the Helm Bolt is actually much smaller than most of the other DACs that were on that list. So actually the size is also kind of an advantage for the Helm Audio Bolt. Yeah, definitely very, very portable. NQA supported and also THX certified. Like, I don't care too much about this, but it is worth noting THX certified pretty much gives you a guarantee of the performance. So yeah, I don't care too much about it, but it is worth noting because none of the Chinese hi-fi manufacturers have THX certified stuff, right? So yeah, only the THX Onyx, right, obviously made by THX themselves, and the Helm Audio Bolt is the only ones on that list that's THX certified. So worth noting. And sample rates up to 384, and then DSD rates, I think this goes up to 512. And yeah, pretty much it. So let's take a look inside. Oh, this is actually a pretty big box for such a small device. Okay, here what you've been missing. Okay, we'll see about that. By the way, there's another really cool product that Helm Audio makes, which I think is unique in the industry. It's the DB12 AAA amp, and that one does have the THX AAA technology in it. And unlike other devices, that one only uses a 3.5 millimeter connection. So that means technically you can use a DAC like this one and plug in that amp. It's just an amp. That one's not a DAC. So yeah, that one's powered by a 3.5 millimeter connection, but it has actually a built-in amp that uses THX AAA technology, and that was really cool and interesting. But that one's really expensive. It's like $200 or something. But worth noting, that's a really cool device that I think Helm Audio also released. Anyways, let's take a look. So yeah, you get this really nice carrying case here. It's a leatherette carrying case, and really pretty nice. This is much better than any of the accessories I received for Shanling or FiO, actually. Yeah, this is a pretty nice bag. I don't think I even got that for Shanling or FiO. Yeah. Alright, so this is a little booklet here, quick start guide. Oh, you even have an app here? Huh. Oh, it's just instructions. Okay. Yeah, and this is for newcomers, basically, for USB DAC. If you guys don't know how to use a USB DAC, I don't know. I mean, it's very, very simple. You just plug your headphone into the 3.5 millimeter jack, and away you go. So, and then they have these LED lights and stuff to indicate, the resolution or fidelity, I guess, of the audio you're playing. And that's really something that's been done by a lot of the other USB DACs too. And really, I don't care too much about it. Bolt has it, the FiOs have it, Shanling, Hi-B, whatever, they all have it. The Hi-Dits, it's a pretty standard feature now. Yeah, and this is the technical specs here. Yeah, so you can see the... Okay, so yeah, it just says ESS Sabre DAC technology. So I had to look it up to see what kind of DAC it is. It is ESS ES9281 Pro or 9281A. But Helm Audio is being a little bit shy with releasing their actual DAC here. They just say ESS Sabre DAC. So, and nowhere on their website does it say what kind of DAC they're using. I really had to do some research to find out. So, not sure why Helm Audio is being so coy about it. But, anyways. Yeah, it's, maybe, I don't know. I have no idea actually why they would hide that. And then, yeah, it's MQA, and yeah, 3 oscillator design gives it dramatic improvement, single oscillator. I don't know too much about that. Okay, and then this is the technical specs, of which you can also find on that chart that I just showed. So yeah, that's it. That's inside the box. I think. What is this thing? Nothing? No, nothing, I don't think. No. And yeah, that's it. That's all that's inside the box. I don't know why there's such a big box for this thing. It's actually a really small device. Yeah. I really like the carrying case, though. This is a really nice carrying case that you get just for a USB-C DAC. It's pretty nice. Again, I don't think I got that with any of my other USB-C DACs. Alright, and really you get the dongle, and then you get a adapter. So you get this is the USB-C to a USB-A adapter. So yeah, this is really useful, I guess, for people who have legacy devices that use USB-A. Like say you have an old computer that doesn't have any USB-C ports, then you can use this USB-A adapter instead. So it's nice to include that. And then, of course, you have the dongle itself, which, like I said, is an extremely small portable DAC. I mean, look at this. This is the Shanling UA2. Already pretty portable, right? Shanling UA2 is pretty portable. And then, if you look at the Helm Audio Bolt, yeah, the Helm Audio Bolt is like, yeah, it's even a fraction of the size of the UA2. So actually, yeah, the cable is permanently connected. That's one thing. At least the Shanling, you can disconnect the cable. The Helm Audio has a permanently connected cable, so I guess that's something that's kind of a drawback. But yeah, I mean, look at the size of this thing. Like compared to the Shanling UA2, the Helm Audio Bolt is like absolutely tiny, and I think like this is one of the smallest USB-C DACs I've seen. So that is an advantage in favor of the Helm Audio, is the really portable size. And yeah, you have this little LED indicator light which will glow up with whatever resolution of the files you're playing. MQA symbol here, MQA certified, also THX certified. So MQA and THX certified, and yeah, in a really small size. So there's definitely some advantages to the Helm Audio Bolt. So like I said, it's not the best performing DAC technically, right? There's the Shanlings, the Hybes, the Fios, they all outperform it for, you know, maybe similar prices. But one thing I have to give credit for Helm Audio is the size of the device, the fact that it got MQA certification, THX certification, and if you get it on discount at $75, it's actually a pretty decent value. So yeah, I'll be using this one with my phone now and seeing if this one will actually work. So yeah, it's too bad. I really liked using my Shanling UA2, and by the way, one good thing about these Chinese hi-fi manufacturers is that they almost always include a balanced output. So the Shanling has a 2.5 output. The newer Shanling UA2 Plus has a 4.4, and so does the UA5, which is another upgraded version. And then Fio, you know, Hybee, Hydits, they all have the balanced output versions. But for some reason, the Western companies, Helm Audio and AudioQuest and THX, they don't have any balanced outputs. What the heck? Only a single unbalanced, single-ended. So I'm not sure. It seems like only the Chinese makers are making the balanced outputs. So yeah, I don't know why. So that's a point in favor of the Chinese manufacturers for sure. But yeah, I'm gonna test this out, and actually I might have a recording so I can show you guys the differences between the UA2 with my focal Allegias against the Helm Audio Bolt, and you guys can see if there's any noticeable differences between the two. So yeah, I think the Shanling UA2 still works for my computer, so I'm going to use it for my computer. But yeah, the Helm Audio Bolt from now on will be my main portable USB-C DAC that I use for my smartphones. So yeah, that's it guys. Stay tuned for the comparison, and let me know what you guys think. As always, thanks for watching.